Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bath City Radio for live coverage of today's Vanarama National League South clash between Dorking Wanderers and Bath City from Meadowbank. I'm Mark Stillman, commentating throughout. There's a real feel-good factor at the club currently. 3 wins in a row and 3 clean sheets means that Bath City head here in confidence and not trepidation. Darren Way's overseeing a dream start in the hot seat and faces arguably his biggest challenge so far this afternoon. Dorking may highlight themselves as a bunch of amateurs, but in reality it's a vastly experienced squad with goals aplenty. They've already hit a league-high 50. However, nobody has conceded more in the top 7 than their 33, and last time out here they were beaten by Worthing on Boxing Day. Their New Year's Day clash at Hampton was postponed just before kick-off, which might work to their advantage, as the Romans battled gaily on a pitch which started to resemble Hereford versus Newcastle United in 1972, with the recent rain causing havoc. Today is a 3G surface, one which is in line to be replaced in the summer, so we should expect a different type of game and an intriguing one at that. Just shy of 3 o'clock, I think that's why we've had a slight delay. And now we are underway. McManus goes back to Craig, who sends it long towards the Dorking right. Pryor takes a horrible landing, jumping in the air with Greenslade, and has gone to the ground. The referee has to stop the game. That's inside 10 seconds. Greenslade didn't do anything wrong, really. He just stood up. Pryor leapt over him and he's landed really badly on his back. He's led down facing the turf at the moment and immediately needs assistance. I think he could be winded more than anything. Turns away from McManus, tried to play it through to Ash, who now has got the lettering on the back of his shirt. Picked up from McManus in the centre of the park. Over to the left-hand side with Norville-Williams, looking for an overlapping run of Milsom. Norville-Williams finds Milsom, a centre-back, being in the left wing position at the moment, gets across towards the back post, it's a header, it's in! Well, he was down a few moments ago, he looks all right now. It's Pryor, heading it down into the ground, and Dorking Wanderers, inside 2.5 minutes, have made a dream start. It's Dorking Wanderers 1, Bath City 0. The first goal conceded under Darren Way. Milsom was unchallenged in putting the cross in. It was a decent header, back across goal from Pryor. He leapt quite well. City with pretty much every player behind the ball but Ash, who stayed furthest forward. Wilson is propped down the left wing at the moment. Mark White encouraging his teams on, but Craig's giving it away to Wilson, and Gallagher's brought him down, and he's going to pick up a caution. He won't be thanking Tony Craig for that. He was sold short, and Dan Gallagher is the first man in the book. City have left just Greenslade back. Norville-Williams, surprisingly, is the only man forward for Dorking. Freer flicks it to the far side. Parcell was unmarked. Did enough to get a header, but he couldn't direct it anywhere dangerous, and it's easily collected by Folks. Helped up towards Ash, couldn't quite get there first, and Wilson's crowded out. Now Rains. Trying to find Tilson, and referee plays advantage because it's marvellous balance by Carter, who stayed on his feet and keeps the move alive for the host. Mewitt's ball towards the back post. Norville-Williams has kept it in miraculously, and it's taken from Wiles Richards. Outfielder is fairly central and high from Wiles Richards towards Wilson, who looked at him tugged back a little bit from Milson. Well one back from Rains on the right hand side. He's got Ash as an overlap. Digs it inside to Wilson. Falls wide. Wilson! And shot. It's gone well wide actually. It's an explosive effort. Trouble with the corner flag in the end more than the goal, but a bit like his goal against Farnborough, where he got into an angle you weren't expecting him to shoot. He did. It's gone way off target. As Camp somehow manages to backheel the ball away. Now to Carter on the right-hand side, wide of the penalty area. Needs options. Cross blocked. Still Carter. Backheels it to Camp. Again out wide to the right, and I think it came last off Parcell, and it's another Dorking corner. Referee blows his whistle to allow Milsom to swing it in towards the head of Craig. Too high for him. It came off Rains. Pryor's volley's not cleared. McManus's shot on the has always sting taken out of it, and it bounces favourably for Wales Richards wide of his own goal. Russ on the left-hand side does well to find Ash. Now Frey on the left. It's slightly behind him, but Ash has got it again in his orange boots. Shapes up a cross. Well, if it was a cross, it was a bad one. It was straight into the hands of Harrison Folks. But they certainly have more of the possession. Over to the right-hand side now to find Newitt, who receives it, again to take on Frey near the byline. Gets across into a great area. Tomlinson is there to head it away. Norville Williams leaves it for Carter inside the box. Still Carter trying to find room. He does shoot! It's a good save from Wales Richards. He would have been unsighted. A curler from around 18 yards, quite close to his body, but he manages to hold on to it, and it remains 1-0. Wilson with his back to goal, back to Rains, middle inside the Dorking half, spreads play to Greenslade now. Greenslade fancies a shot, he does shoot, and he pulls it a couple of yards wide. So quite in the position where he has scored for Bath City before against Taunton and Eastbourne. 2 years in the National League, back now National League South, over the top for Camp, who should get there, wide of the penalty area, plays it back into the middle. Again, it's 2 high-brain teammates. Rains is an awkward one to deal with. Gets 2 touches on it, plays it further wide of goal. McManus picks it up, back to Norville Williams on the left. Gets the other side of Rains with ease and crosses towards the back post. Is another header, and it's taken from Wales Richard. I think he knew it, who came in late. In his own penalty area, kicks it right-footed towards the left towards Wilson, but it's easy headed away from McManus, only to Russ though. Oh, that's a really bad challenge from McManus. He's gone diving in on Russ. The referee immediately gets his yellow card out. That was so needless. It's on the halfway line. Darren Way would have had a very good view of it over on that far side. Took me by surprise because it's a nothing area really. And McManus joins Gallagher in the book, but Gallagher has since come off. Greenslade over to the left-hand side to Frey. He's got Alves inside of him. Frey nutmegs his opponent, still Frey. Near the edge of the penalty area, up towards Ash. Beaten to it though from Milsom. Helped over towards the right-hand side. Parcell heads it across. Pryor there doing some defending, only as far as Tilson. Ash leaves it for Alves. Alves shoots and it's wayward. It's gone out the ground somewhere towards the play part behind the goal. And it's a goal kick. Alves again, wide right, cutting inside. Eyes light up, his shot is blocked though from Frankham. Norville Williams got there before Wilson to the loose ball. A low corner towards Pryor's, missed him. It flicked off the heel of Rains, I think. Kept in on the left-hand side. Frankham crosses against Wilson. Behind for another corner. Plays it towards the penalty spot. It's headed forward from Pryor. Doesn't cause any damage. It's played back towards Pryor, who's offside. He shot tamely at Wales Richards anyway. 1-0 up. Poor clearance from Wales Richards. Straight to Newitt on halfway. Rutherford round the corner. Now Newitt charging forward. Plays it across. What a block there. And Parcell through his body in the way. Newitt's onto the loose ball. Wide of the box. Needs options. Plays it back to Carter. Put it back down now in the quadrant. Chip towards the near post. Right underneath the goalkeeper. Wales Richards does well to fist it away under pressure from Rutherford. Plenty of players crowded near the penalty spot. Referee waiting on the edge of it, keeping an eye on shenanigans. Alves drills it low and it's just gone wide. And again, I think the officials have got it wrong. I think that came off a Dorking player. The referee is saying it came last off Ash, and it's a goal kick. Folks takes this goal kick. And that's the half-time whistle. Dorking Wanderers 1, Bath City 0. Frankham nods it over to the right-hand side. Brilliantly brought down again from Newitt. Camp offering an overlap. He should keep it in play on the right-hand side. Gets the ball towards the near post and it's just about flicked wide of goal. It's stayed in play for Rains. Long throw is one of the reasons for it. Gets on, it's flicked towards the back post. Couldn't quite find Rutherford against Farnborough. Whether that could spell the end of his time at the club. Jerry Lawrence is still on loan from Bristol Rovers. Frey on the left-hand side receives it off Greenslade. Now up to Wilson. Inside to Alves, who has time to turn. near the edge of the box, nutmegs his man. Now Alves, he's losing his balance, and that's why he didn't get a shot away. He had Ash Frere on the right hand side. City pick up the loose ball with Frere. Now Greenside on the overlap, low ball in, is blocked. Frere gets there first again before McManus, and I think it might have come last off Frere. Now Carter in midfield, striding purposely near the edge of the box until he ran straight into Tomlinson. Loose ball, Pryor's shot is deflected. Norfell can't even knew it, but Greenslade there to clear. 35 yards out, lots of black and white shirts in the way, so Carter has to work it wide to Norville Williams, gone overlapping with Milson. Back to Norville Williams, shapes up a cross, does get the ball in, it's Rutherford met it. Miles Richards was in no man's land, fortunately for him, he's nodded it off target. Ghosting run from the forward, peeled off into space. Been here pretty much 2 years, and Simon Crawley. Wilson near the edge of the box, lays it off, and hovers off balance, shoots. Wilson onto the loose one, great block from Brennan Camp. City still in possession inside the penalty area. It's drilled low and just wide. It's a corner. But much better from Bar City. They're posing a threat. It's their first corner of the game. And Elliot Frere is making way. Latrell Humphrey-Ewers coming on. This is in the 65th minute. Whether he'll go through the middle. Spreads it over to the right-hand side to Alves. Cutting in field. Brushed off the ball, to say the least, from Carter. Has left him on the floor. Humphrey-Ewers keeping the move alive with Wilson near the edge of the box. Across to Greenslade. Needs options, finds Ash on the left-hand side. Ash inside to Humphrey-Ewers. Back to Ash. Humphrey-Ewers again takes over. Wide left, force wide. He's got Greenslade in support. Plays it back to Greenslade. Dorking with almost every player behind the ball. Greenslade gets into a teasing area. It's just too far in front of Ash, and it's taken from Folkes. Who he's produced the yellow card, I'm not sure. I think it's for Carter for the earlier... Who's produced the yellow card, I'm not sure. I think it's for Carter for the earlier challenge. Just to Dorking's players near the edge of the penalty area. It's in that vicinity. It's headed forward from Carter, but it's well taken from Miles Richards. City fell to score in 3 of their last 4 away games in the league. Predictably, all 3 I commentated on, and this Chippenham is now Carter. It takes the ball forward. Good save from Miles Richards. Tomlinson, first time ball with his own side, not a bad one. Wilson's on the side, on the left hand side, gets a touch away from Camp. Now he's turned away inside the penalty area. Wilson, he needs support. Chips it to the post. Oh, he's hit Ash. He was offside actually. Lucky for him because he made a mess of it really. Whether the ball was slightly behind him, it looked fairly inviting. Didn't find the target. It remains 1-0. In the dying embers. Wilson is held off from Williams, loses out. Now Franken over to Brooking on the right hand side. Brooking touches it away from Greensay. He's going to get Chase to keep it in play. He's managed to do so. Plays it back. Pryor didn't get enough connection on it, and it just lofted rather wearily into the hands of Miles Richards. Pass out whether he thought he was fouled, I'm not sure, but Brooking did very well to keep it in on the byline. Jerry Lawrence comes on, and Jordan Alves comes off. He could even add to it. Brooking's got the other side of Lawrence on the right-hand side. Brooking near the edge of the box, shoots straight against Greenstone. It's a corner. And Norville Williams picks it up on the left-hand side. He's got away from Lawrence, brought down. Lawrence might be booked for that. He will be. He's only been on the field about 2 minutes. And he picks up Bar City's first caution as free kick is going to be taken from Folkes, and that's that. Referee blows a full-time whistle. Darren Way's winning start comes to an end. An early goal from Jason Pryor, header on 3 minutes from a left-wing cross from Rob Nilsson. City have plenty of spirit, they have plenty of effort, plenty of intensity, despite the fact that they've had to play twice in a couple of days. Didn't quite happen for them in the final third, but they made Dorking work hard for that victory. They return to winning ways at home. Their first win here in the league since the 26th of October, but their top 7 team. It was always going to be a tough ask for the Romans. That's 3 wins in 4 for Dorking Wanderers, and City having won their last 3, a hit with a defeat. So, as they did in 2022, 2023 and 2024, in 2025, they failed to score their first away game of the calendar year. But there's plenty in this side for Darren Way to think that they've got enough in them to start climbing the table more, as the players now are going to make their way towards the travelling support who have been with them. 132 watching 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 City here in Dorking, and plenty more of you listening in as well, and it's being appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be on air again next Saturday from 2:45 p.m. when 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗏 City take on 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏 at 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏 Park. So from me, Mark Stillman on 𝗛𝗏 City Radio, stay warm, enjoy what's left of your evening.